diagnosed with severe depressive disorder and this and that and bipolar disorder. I just recently I got off my medication, and it wasn't even like on a conscious decision to do it. It just happened because I couldn't get appointments with doctors to get them
Right. Yeah.
like I guess it was just time. And I can't even tell you how much better I feel. But I'm also very cautious, but I don't know, the whole thing with the energy thing makes a lot of sense to me. Like that, I'm always feeling like something's like just sucking me dry here, and I don't know. So
Right. Yeah, actually a lot of people, I had a lot of clients who got off the medication and slowly they usually would try to do that, but and it worked and they didn't need to go back.
right.
Because yeah, it's all about, it's like it's a false cover up for taking the energy from, literally they take energy from everybody. They for
Mhm.
sure do try, you know, to do that. And this chakra system is part of it. Actually, that's why I'm recording, because I mean, it's important to mention because people are always trying to, I mean, you'll be balancing this chakra system forever. It makes no sense to balance the head separated from the whole body and balance it out, or say that, oh, your heart is closed or your root chakra is closed. No, 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 it's not closed. You have to look at the, okay, is it somebody that put etheric implants in your etheric body that taken the energy out? Or is it the something in the physical that you have the programs Sarah put in your head that you're not capable of doing this or that, or you're not this and that? And there's a lot of people. I mean, I see it in families too. It happens a lot, isn't it? Like one sibling tells to another, tells another one that, oh, you're a loser and you're all of this and that. And that stays with you forever.
Mhm.
Or you'll never have, I was told by my own grandma that I'll never have a family because I wouldn't fold my clothes as a little girl on the chair like she wanted me to do every night before sleep. It's like you'll never have a husband, never have children. Like, you know what I mean? I kind of like want to scream about it. Like, people, think about what you say to your kids because
Right.
it's really important and it affects you for the lifetime. I was able to unprogram myself, but if I
Mhm.
believed her and made it mine, because I was only 7 or 9 back then, I mean, I would definitely probably run this program and never have a family.
Right.
So that's the
It's
thing.
something I'm really like, oh God, I'm really trying to like work on, because I got to deal with people. I'm a manager at a place, and it's really difficult for me. Like a lot oftentimes I'm like, this is not a job that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm dealing with people because I'm mean. I'm like mean to them, and I don't need to be. And then I end up feeling terrible as a person. And but like you said, I'm very loud. I'm very like I say whatever is on my mind, regardless of how it's going to affect the person. And I don't want to, like, I'm trying like so hard to like not be so intense. Like, it's not that important. Be more understanding. And because my solution in my head is like, you keep failing at this, you're never going to get it. So you might as well just go disappear and isolate yourself somewhere because you can't handle being around people. Like, okay, I don't know. But it is, I agree with you. Like, we don't, I think a lot of times we disregard how powerful our words are and how they affect everything around us, you know? And I don't want to be like this, like mean, mean person and abusive, so.
It's actually basically that you felt through your clothes, because some of your energies was in them, that they were very loud and abusive and ordering people and beings around. There's not only what I saw, it goes deeper.
I felt like they're bringing by spaceships other beings to Earth in that timeline to dig for whatever that is they needed to dig for in the ground, you know. But basically, they were just kind of bursting the ground open. It's not like they physically were doing it, but and that in you stimulated this response. You know, I better show them how powerful I am in the voice I have in this life, in the way I speak to people. I'm gonna overpower them. It's kind of like the way it's physical, it's twisted, like the same idea. Like sometimes people come and they say, well, I'm fighting with my weight and I can't get rid of it, what's wrong with me? But then I look at the soul, and the soul says, well, because at the physical level, I got traumatized by my parents or somebody else at the church, whatever that was. And then I wanted to protect myself. So the physical mind thinks that protecting means gaining weight. You know what I mean? It's like you interpret things differently, and then you blame yourself at the physical level. Oh, I'm lazy and all this, or I'm mean to people. But that's how they read you. But that's not the core issue. Is for you, it's like I feel so much energy from you. Like you can burst this matrix open and just like help everybody out and scream at all those, you know, Draco reptilian
Well,
army people, and they would just like all be dead just from your voice. I mean, that's what I feel from you. But that's,
right.
yeah.
Well, it's like, okay, I don't know, that could, but I feel like right now, like I'm not using that for the good. I'm not using it for the good of things. And I want to, it's cool to be able to have that voice, but if it's used for good, not dictate, like some sort of dictator of like, you know, I'm going to put people down. Like, why do I do that? And I think, like you said, like it has something to do with maybe like like how you use the analogy with the weight thing in the same concept.
Also, it's all about electromagnetic fields of other people and how vibration works, and voice is vibration. And you literally kind of burst their bubbles of perception open, so they see the reality slowly, slowly. They don't even notice, but in a different way. And at some point, they're going to wake up just the way you woke up. You know,
Yeah,
you are there for a reason. Like literally everything we do and everywhere we are, some people tell me, oh, why are you stuck in Chicago? Well, but I've done a lot of work here. I really know I shared a lot of information, helped a lot of people, you know, sharing my information that I found, you know, through some things and through some mistakes sometimes, and they didn't have to make mistakes to get that information. They got it from me, so it was worth it. Okay, so the
right,
whole thing is just for a reason.
right.
Yeah, and then like in 2016 when I had my very first hypnosis session, I said that I was coming to Florida, and back then I called, you know, my part, my higher self, said that, well, there's gonna be the right time. You'll just know exactly where. But it told me exactly it was gonna be Miami. It's just so funny that I'm going exactly there, and it just was made that way. Even though at some point I thought maybe it's not the best. There was so many people around, but that just means that I need to be there. Maybe
Right,
for time, but
right.
see, it has a reason. Um, anyway, and then the timelines are, it's pretty amazing right now because they're like merging and merging, and then they're gonna merge and stay stable in one timeline. That's gonna happen. All right, now they're still disrupted by leftover technology, but and then that's what you did. You're so jumpy. This is really, your soul goes like one timeline to another, and all your lives are like different timelines because you wanted to explore. And like one of the, I saw like 2 or 3 sets of lives. It was the same exact life in different timelines with different events. One event had like 1917 year of war, another one didn't have that war. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like pretty interesting the way it goes. I didn't even mention about those because I didn't want to go into this one.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I see, and that's just like another one of those things where that would be labeled as what, like ADHD and being in a manic episode of bipolar disorder. I mean, I've been labeled a lot of things um, that, you know, it's just that's just the way I am. You know, I'm all over the place. I like to be. I can't stay on one thing more than, you know, whatever. When I'm ready to move, I'm ready to move, and it's just gonna happen. You know, like regardless of the state of whatever that's in right now, I can always come back to it later or something. I don't know, but it makes sense to me.
Right, and I think it's like your second life in a woman's body too, because the other ones are so men, and it's like you got this in you, you know, to lead the rebellion team or whatever it is, like in I mean, that's like totally like to DNA in this because I felt like I didn't go into details, but that was related to the military kind of like German Grace, you know, that the other 14 clones I clearly saw were like used for some troops, army deployment or whatever there was, physical level, non-physical, both. So,
Cool.
well,
Wow, this was awesome. What a great experience. I'm so glad that we did this.
yeah, well, thank you. I mean, we got so much information. I'm sure people would appreciate you sharing. But anyway, let's turn this off because you started talking about like laying in bed and low energy, and that's exactly how I saw. Because the waves, like people should understand, that's what they do. They can even put, like I saw in one of the sessions, they put rings outside of your energy sphere, and the rings create electromagnetic fields like this connect to your chakras, and chakras they can put like implants in there or little chips or just create a vortices of energy, and then they drain you, and that's why you like some days you're just sleeping 20 hours a day, and what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
100%. Yep. And like not having known like what's wrong with me. You know, like
well, yeah, what's wrong with me altogether that I also, you know, some feel like I'm not me, not myself, because you're connected to other lives or clones or whatnot. I mean, most people have clones. You don't have to be in any you know, special organization or used by special forces to have clones either.
right. Sure.
But yeah. So, okay, well, thank you. And turn this off.
Yeah.